This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Cougars offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Back to pass, it's Wegman. He lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. Touchdown, Houston. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That great first drive by this offense capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Works the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Finds space on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Quick completion to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the ground with the back. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Welsh. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Handoff to the single back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's McGarry. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for room. It's Need. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Connor. Touchdown, Houston! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 20 with the catch and score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Need. Plows through the defense. He's out past the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Might as well give it to him again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. The give to the back. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
At the 47. Good enough for a first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Colorado! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And this is a big-time moment for this offense. So who are you going to give the ball? The guy you trust, the guy who's been doing it all game. You know he can deliver. They got so much confidence in this young man, and he's proven why today. Let's see how he finishes.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Connors. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Caught behind the line. It's Connors. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bucks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Cougars. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Finds his back in the middle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.